Hello students, welcome to AIMS India online classes. This is a chemistry session. In this, we are discussing about the chapter Language of Chemistry. In this session, we are going to discuss about chemical formulae of molecules. So we are going to learn about the chemical formulae, what is meant by chemical formulae, how to write the chemical formulae of different molecules of either elements and compounds. Okay. The short form representation of a molecular substance is known as its formula. For example, the chemical formula of water is H2O. So this represents the shorthand representation of writing water. Instead of writing the complete name of a compound or a molecule, just it can be represented with symbols. This is a shorthand representation of the molecule of a substance is known as its chemical formula. So this H2O represents water. So this simply, instead of writing complete name water, we are representing in the short way. If you say calcium carbonate, it is a chemical substance. It's instead of writing calcium carbonate, we can write in the shorthand form as CaCO3, which represents the same calcium carbonate. So you can say the shorthand representation of the molecule of a substance or the name of a substance is known as its chemical formula. So the formula will be there for either elements and compounds. The molecules of elements and compounds both are having their formulae. The molecule of an element is denoted by writing the symbol of the element and to the right and below it a number expressing the number of atoms in the molecule. What does it mean? Elemental molecule, the molecule which is containing same kind of atoms in it. So which is containing same kind of atoms we call as element we know. So its molecule can be represented in the formula by writing the symbol of that element. Along with the symbol, it is mentioned a number at the right below side of that symbol, which represents the total number of atoms present in that molecule. Okay, for example, if you say H2, what does it represents? It represents the element hydrogen, of course, and it represents a molecule of hydrogen which contains two atoms. H2 denotes one molecule of hydrogen containing two atoms in its combination. See here, two hydrogen atoms are combined together to form one hydrogen molecule. So if you say hydrogen or the substance hydrogen or the molecule of hydrogen, simply it can be represented as H2. Okay, in the same way, if you see phosphorus, P4 it is called. The molecule of phosphorus contains four atoms in combination. So this can be represented as P4. Instead of writing phosphorus molecule in the complete name, it can be represented in the short way as just P4. That represents a 4 atoms molecule of phosphorus. Okay, P4 denotes one molecule of phosphorus containing 4 atoms in combination. Similarly, S8, it denotes one molecule of sulfur containing 8 atoms in combination. Yes, we know sulfur is one of the elements which is having its molecules in that 8 atoms of sulfur combined together to form one molecule of sulfur. So it can be represented as simply S8. It denotes the molecule of sulfur. Okay. Next, the atoms of some elements are capable of independent existence. Yes, all the elements, they won't exist in the combined form. They won't be the multi-atomic form only. Some elements, they exist in the independent atom form also. So the formula of those molecules are represented there directly with the symbol itself. The formula of molecules of such elements in which single atoms are existing as molecules, for those, formula is given directly as symbol. Symbol itself, it becomes the formula of those molecules. For example, if you see neon, not only neon, mostly metallic elements, and noble gaseous elements. These all will exist as monoatomic substances. Their molecules will be having single atoms. So as there are single atoms in their molecule, the chemical formula of those elements will be the symbol itself. Suppose the molecular formula of neon is Ne, because its symbol is Ne and its molecule contains only one atom of neon. So its chemical formula also becomes the same, Ne. Okay. Next example, if you see, yeah, some more examples are mentioned here. So as we told, metals are existing as single atomic element molecules. Formula of sodium is Na, formula of iron is Fe. We can say like that. And the formula of noble gases also, their symbols themselves. For example, neon formula, as we told, Ne. Formula of helium is He. Okay. Thus, the formula is a symbolic expression for a molecule. A molecule of an element may consist of one or more atoms. So if it is having only one atom, its symbol itself becomes its molecular formula. If it has more number of atoms in its molecule for an element, then first a symbol is written. The number of atoms present in one molecule is represented by writing a number at right bottom side of that element symbol. Okay, that's about formulae of elemental molecules. Formula of a compound. Compound means we know the molecule or the substance formed by the combination of two or more different elements. The symbolic representation of one molecule of a compound representing the number of atoms of various elements present in it. It's called the formula of that compound. Okay. The formula of a compound represents the number of atoms of various elements present in it. For example, if you see at the starting house in H2O, H2O is a molecular formula of the compound water. What does it represent, this formula of water? It represents the number of atoms of each element present in it. This H2O represents the presence of two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom in each molecule of water. This represents the shorthand representation of the molecule of a substance or a compound is called its chemical formula. Okay. Next, for example, one more example they have shown. The formula of calcium carbonate is CaCO3. What does it mean? CaCO3 means it is a one molecule of calcium carbonate, which representing here the presence of one calcium atom, one carbon atom, and three oxygen atoms in each molecule of calcium carbonate. Okay, this is a shorthand representation of the chemical name of a compound. Is its chemical formula. We know that English alphabet has 26 letters. We know that as English alphabets are 26. By combining these 26 letters, we can make millions of English words. Yeah, we are speaking from day to day. So many English words. These all English words are just from these 26 letters in English. These 26 letters only combined in different proportions and different combinations to form different English words. In the same way, much the same way, by combining elements in different combinations, we can make an endless number of compounds. Yes, how these English letters are combined in different ways to form English words, so many English words. In the same way, there are few number of elements. How many elements are found till now? We know as 118 elements are found till date. These 118 elements only, they are combining with the different elements in different combinations to form an endless number of so many crores of compounds. Each compound is represented by its own formula. No two compounds are having same formula. Of course, by coming to higher classes, we may learn in the difficulties again in this. But generally, each and every compound is given its own formula. So what is the information we are getting from the formula of a compound? Let us see here. The following information is given by the formula of a compound. One is it tells which elements are present in a compound. Yes, by the formula of a compound, we can understand which elements are present in the formation of this compound. Which elements are present in the compound. It tells the number of atoms of each element present in a compound. Yes, from the formula of a compound, we can say which atoms are present in the compound. At the same time, how many number of atoms combine to form this compound also we can identify from its chemical formula. For example, if you see the same again, calcium carbonate, it represents the elements which combined to form this compound. Which elements are combined here? Calcium, carbon, oxygen. So these three different elements are present in this compound. That's one information. One more also we are getting here. What is that? How many atoms of each element are present in this compound? From each molecule, it contains one calcium atom, one carbon atom, and three oxygen atoms for each molecule. So these are the informations given from the formula or chemical formula of a compound. How to read information in the formula of a compound? The symbols in a formula can be prefixed or suffixed by numerals. When the numeral is written on the left hand side before the formula, it represents number of molecules of the compound. Hence, the number of atoms in each molecule, of course, that will be multiplied with the number of atoms in each molecule to get the total number of atoms in it. Okay? If the symbol of a formula or the symbol or the formula of a compound can be prefixed or suffixed by some numerals. When the numeral is written on the left hand side, means in front of the molecular formula of a compound, it represents the number of molecules taken. For example, if you say H2O again, H2O is the molecular formula of water. If you write in front of the molecular formula H2, this represents two water molecules. If any number is written in front, that we told here prefixed. If it is written at the front, that represents the number of molecules taken. Suppose if you write here 2, there represents 2 water molecules. At the same time, we can say the number of each atom, the number of atoms of each element also. How many atoms of hydrogen totally now? In each molecule, there are 2 hydrogen atoms. Totally we have taken 2 water molecules. So total number of hydrogen atoms becomes now 4. At the same time, if you see in the water molecule, in each molecule there is one oxygen atom. 2 molecules are taken. Then the total number of oxygen atoms becomes 2. Okay. In this way, if a number is written in front of the molecular formula as a prefix, it represents the number of molecules of that compound and hence the number of atoms present in molecule also. Okay. For example, when the numeral is written before the symbol, it represents the number of atoms in one molecule of a compound. Yes, if you say when we write 2s, 3cl or 4l, 4al, what do they represent? It means 2 atoms of sulfur, 3 atoms of chlorine and 4 atoms of aluminium respectively. So if any number is written in front of the symbol, that represents number of atoms taken or the number of atoms of that element present in the molecule. If it is there in the molecule 2s, that represents there are 2 sulfur atoms in the molecule. If it is there 4al, it means there are 4 aluminum atoms. In the same way, 3cl represents 3 chlorine atoms. Okay. When we write 2NaCl or 4ZnO, this means 2 molecules of sodium chloride. Yes, as we told, if any number is written in front of the molecular formula of a compound. So here 2 is written in front of NaCl. That represents the number of NaCl molecules or the number of sodium chloride molecules. How many? 2 NaCl means 2 sodium chloride molecules. If it is written 4ZnO, that represents 4 molecules of zinc oxide. Okay, each zinc oxide molecule again it contains one zinc atom and one oxygen atom. So total it becomes now 4 zinc atoms and 4 oxygen atoms respectively. If you see in case of sodium chloride, this represents 2NaCl represents 2 sodium chloride molecules, which also represents 2 sodium atoms and 2 chlorine atoms. Okay. When the numeral is written on the right bottom side of the symbol, it represents the number of atoms in one molecule of a compound. Yes, if the number is written at front side, that represents total number of molecules taken, and hence we can calculate number of atoms also. But if the number is written at the right bottom side of the symbol, it represents especially the number of atoms of that element present in that molecule or in the molecule of a compound. For example, if you see when we write H2 or O2, they mean that one molecule of hydrogen has 2 atoms of hydrogen, and similarly one molecule of oxygen has 2 oxygen atoms in it. So the number of atoms present in the molecule is represented by writing a number at the right bottom side of its symbol in the molecular formula. Okay. When we write SO2, it means one molecule of sulfur dioxide has one atom of sulfur, because here no number is given, that represents one sulfur atom, one, and 2 atoms of oxygen. One molecule of sulfur dioxide has one atom of sulfur and 2 atoms of oxygen in it. Okay. Next, when we write aluminium sulfate, which is having the molecular formula Al2SO4 taken thrice, it is called Al2SO4 taken thrice. It means a molecule of aluminium sulfate has 2 atoms of aluminium and how many atoms of sulfur? In this SO4 there is one sulfur atom and the total it is multiplied with 3. So this 3 comes to this also. 3 sulfur atoms, and for this O4 also this 3 will be multiplied here. Total it becomes 12 atoms of oxygen. So one molecule of Al2SO4 taken thrice represents 2 aluminum atoms, 3 sulfur atoms and 12 oxygen atoms combination. So by the combination of these all atoms, one molecule of aluminium sulfate is formed. So if any number represented the right bottom side of a symbol of an element, that represents number of atoms of that element present in one molecule of a compound. Okay, got it, I think. Right, next. How to write the formula of a compound? Yes, we came to see here now what is the formula of a compound. But how can we write the compound formula, or how can we write the formula of any compound? Let us see that here. One of the most important points to remember while writing the formula of a chemical compound is that it is always electrically neutral. Yes, mostly the molecule of a compound, not only one compound, any compound, the molecule of a compound will be always electrically neutral. What does it mean electrically neutral? It won't have any charge. It will be electrically neutral. In other words, we can say the positive and negative valences of the ions or the radicals present in the chemical compound added up to 0. Yes, the total number of positive charges and total number of negative charges present in one molecule of a compound will be always equal, so that the total charge present on the molecule of a compound will be 0. It will be electrically neutral because positive and negative charges will be exactly equal in a molecule. So the positive valency will be nullified by negative valency in a molecule. So in various steps to be followed in writing a formula of a compound by using general process called crisscross method. So let us see here how to write the molecular formula of a compound by using the method called crisscross method. So let us consider writing the molecular formula of calcium carbonate to understand this. So the steps which we have to follow, let us see here by taking an example, writing the molecular formula of calcium oxide. So in that, the first step is write the symbol of the positive ion or the radical to the left and the negative ion or the radical to the right. So first we have to write the positive ions formula or the symbol of positive ion followed by negative ions symbol. For example, we have started to write here the formula of calcium oxide. In this we know calcium ion is positive ion, Ca plus 2 it is called, and the negative ion is O minus 2. So if we know these two ions, we can write the molecular formula of calcium oxide. So calcium and oxygen they are combining here to form calcium oxide. As we know the electronic configuration of calcium, it's atomic number 20, so it becomes 2, 8, 8, 2. To become stable in the compounds, it loses 2 electrons and hence it forms Ca plus 2 ion. In the oxygen, we know as there are 8 electrons, its configuration will be 2, 6. To become stable, it gains 2 electrons and forms O minus 2 ion. So the ions of calcium and oxygen are Ca plus 2 and O minus 2 respectively. Now, from these, first we have to write positive ion followed by negative ion. So in this way, Ca plus 2 and next O minus 2. Then step 2. Eliminate the highest common factor from their valences if there any to get the simple ratio. See here their valences, here it is 2 and here it is also 2. We can eliminate the common factor 2 from these two to get the simple ratio 1 and 1. And then after eliminating the highest common factor, after getting the simple ratio, then we have to ignore the positive and negative symbols in their charges. By that, what we get here, Ca1, O1. What we have done there is a number 2 from these two valencies as highest common factor that we have eliminated. So they became 1 and 1. And after elimination of this common factor, we have ignored these positive and negative symbols from their charges. So it became Ca1 and O1. In the third step, interchange the valency numbers of these ions. Shift the valency of the to the lower right of the ion or the radical in this way. So what we have got there in the second step, Ca1 and O1. Now interchange these valencies in this way. So this one should be written at the right bottom of the symbol oxygen and this one to be written at the right bottom of the calcium. If radical receives a number more than 1, then we have to keep them in the bracket. If it is 1, need not to keep any bracket. And if the number obtained here finally is 1, need not to mention this in the formula. So final formula becomes now CaO. The formula of calcium oxide compound is CaO. What we have done in the writing formula? First we have written the positive ion or cation, ion or radical, just simply it is called cation. Radicals means what? These are also ions only but containing more than one atoms in it. The charged particles with more than one atoms are called radicals generally. So either ion or radical both comes under cations and anions. So in writing the molecular formula of a compound, first we write the cation or positive ion followed by negative ion. In the second step, we eliminate the common factor present in them, the highest common factor in their both charges. And after eliminating, we ignore the positive and negative symbols in their charges. And in the third step, we exchange or interchange these numbers remained in their valencies. So if any radical is getting more than 1 in the number, then that radical is kept inside the brackets. And if it is the number is 1, need not to mention the formula. So finally, the formula of calcium oxide is obtained as CaO. Let us see one more example. Let us consider writing the molecular formula of aluminium chloride. So in the aluminium chloride, positive ion will be obviously from aluminium. We know as it is the ion formed by aluminium is Al plus 3. And what about chlorine ion? We know as it is Cl minus. Now let us follow the steps here to write the molecular formula of this aluminium chloride. First step, what it is? Write the positive ion followed by negative ion. So first we have to write Al plus 3 and then Cl minus 1. Second step, eliminate the highest common factor from their valencies if any and ignore the positive and negative symbols. What is the common factor we are getting in these two? See, here it is 3, here it is 1. No common factor is there. So then you have to skip to the next step, that is ignoring the positive and negative symbols. So without eliminating any common factor, because as there is no common factor 3 and 1, so just we ignore the positive and negative symbols. Now they become Al3Cl1. Okay, because as there is no common factor in their charges, we won't eliminate anything, just we ignore the symbols, positive and negative symbols in their charges. We go to third step. In the third step, we interchange the valency numbers of these radicals. The valency of first or positive ion, the number remained there, is written at the right bottom of the negative ion, and the number remained in the charge or valency of negative ion is written at the right bottom of positive ion. See here, for aluminium is remained here 3. This is written at the bottom of chlorine, right bottom of chlorine, and this 1 is written at the right bottom of aluminium, and hence the formula becomes now AlCl3. As it is 1 obtained at the right bottom of aluminium, we did not write it. If it is 1, need not to mention. So it becomes finally the formula of aluminium chloride AlCl3. The chemical formula of the compound formed by aluminium and chlorine is AlCl3. Okay, let us see one more example. Let us practice one more example to make it clear. Let us consider writing the molecular formula for ammonium carbonate. See here, both are radicals here, means ions with more than one atoms in their formulae. What is the formula of ammonium ion? We know as it is NH4 plus. What is the formula of carbonate ion? Its formula is CO3 minus 2. Now let us try to write the molecular formula of the compound ammonium carbonate. What is the first step? First we have to write the positive ion or radical followed by negative ion or radical. Now we get in this way, NH4 plus and then CO3 minus 2 or 2 minus. Second step, eliminate the highest common factor from their valencies if there any and ignore the symbols. See here the valencies, here it is 1, NH4 plus means represents plus 1. If you see in the carbonate 2 minus, so valency is 2, here 1, here 2. No common factor comes here. So we won't eliminate any common factor because there is no common factor from these. Then we skip to ignoring the positive and negative symbols. Then they become NH4 plus or NH41 CO3 2. Just we have eliminated or ignored these positive and negative symbols because there is no common factor. Next we go to third step. In the third step, we interchange the valency numbers of these radicals. Okay, if radicals receive a number more than 1, that radical should be enclosed in the brackets before writing this number. Do not enclose the single atoms within the brackets. Need not to enclose the single atoms there. See here, we write this 2 at the bottom of this NH4 ion. This radical is having more than 1 atoms and it is getting a number more than 1. Then this NH4 should be kept in the bracket before writing this 2. And it is coming here 1. As it is 1, need not to keep in the bracket. Now it becomes, see here what happens. We are interchanging the numbers and hence it becomes NH4 taken twice. It is pronounced as NH4 taken twice CO3. It is a molecular formula of ammonium carbonate. As the number is more than 1 obtained here, this radical is kept in the bracket. and as this carbonate radical is getting only 1, so if it is 1, need not to keep in the bracket. Okay, finally the molecular formula of ammonium carbonate is obtained as NH4 taken by CO3. This is the way we write the molecular formula of any compound. So the simple steps are, first one, we write the positive ion followed by negative ion. In the second step, we eliminate the highest common factor from their valencies. After eliminating, we just ignore the positive and negative symbols in their charges. And then in the third step, we exchange or interchange the numbers remaining in their valencies between those two ions or radicals. Then the molecular formula of the compound will be obtained. If there are more than one atoms in the radical, and if we get more than one number as a interchange number, then that radical formula is kept in the bracket. Okay, this is a way of writing molecular formula of the compounds. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our YouTube channel AIMS Today for latest updates on recorded videos. Thank you.